So, former NFL player Gerard Cherry, should the players have an input on the starting quarterback? That's what he was asked.
How much, if at all, should the players have a say in who is the starting quarterback?
None at all. It's not your job as a player to be making those. Nah, it's not your job to make those type of decisions. So when it's time for cut down days, how's that going to work? Because if you did have that type of say, there'd be a major problem. Because all of a sudden now you're playing the role of GM. So none whatsoever.
Gerard, even with you saying no, the players shouldn't have any sort of say, but they should have some sort of input, right?
I never, as a player, would want to be in a position where I'm letting another player in which I'm competing for a job with have influence on whether or not I get the job. I just can't see that coexisting and working.
So, Tom, I agree, but here's what I would say. The players have to feel whomever your quarterback is gives you the best chance to win. And the coach can't come and say, and I'm pointing to last year where we kept hearing Deshaun Watson gives us the best chance of winning. I don't think many people in that locker room believe that 7 weeks into when Kevin Stefanski was saying it.
I don't think a lot of media members felt that way, Dave, even coming out of training camp. I mean, we watched Deshaun Watson and his inability to throw the ball down the field, and we're even saying to ourselves, why is this guy starting? He shouldn't be playing. They have other options. They need to use them. So I'm with Gerard. Let coaches coach, let players play, let GMs GM, let them all do their things. I think there is something to be said, though, that players are going to know when you're out on the practice field who's performing the best. That's at every position. So, players are going to have a good sense of who should be out there. That doesn't always equate to who necessarily gets the job because of various factors. You have, coaches coaching for their lives. You have owners with too much input and emphasis on who they want to be starting. We've seen that situation here in Cleveland in the past. So you got to hope that, and you got to put the trust in Stefanski and his staff that they are going to, go through the process, the best way that they see fit, that they end up picking the best guy for the job at this point for this team at this point, and then you roll with whoever that might be.